Hey guys, this is Camfrey15. I am back at it with another video for you guys, and I am back with some more My Hero Academia manga chapter reviews. Yes, I'm back. Obviously, if you've been checking out my week-to-week manga chapter reviews for My Hero, obviously you saw me miss probably one of the best My Hero Academia chapters we've gotten, you know, in the series. And the reason why I was gone, because I actually had my lower bottom wisdom teeth taken, which thank goodness it's the last time on the channel I have to say that. Thank God. In some of the live videos. Also for some future reference. Monday I'm going to also post my Dragon Ball Super manga chapter review, even though it's like how many weeks, whatever, down from the original. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. My Hero Academia. So this is kind of gonna be a mixture review. I'm not gonna talk much about chapter 302, mostly talking about 303, but I thought what we saw from manga chapter 302 with more of the backstory revealed of Dabi was really freaking interesting to see where that like went. And you just see that essentially he was kind of pushed away, and they really didn't really do much of anything to try to change his mind and try to save him from himself, especially explain to him like, yo, this is the reason why you can't do some of the things you want to do and stuff like that. And I did like how the ending to that chapter, all the Todorokis, with the exception of Shoto, who's kind of like the odd guy out because he really didn't do anything because he was just a baby at the time and a little kid, and he was one of the victims. I really did like how all the Todorokis mentioned how they could have done something better in each of the situations, which I do like the fact that they all take ownership for what happened to Dabi, their brother, son, Toya, and this kind of leads into this chapter also. With this upcoming, also with this chapter, it seems like well, One for All isn't going to be a secret anymore from apparently what it's looking like, and wow, that's just wonderful. But anyways, the manga chapter starts off for manga chapter 303 on the aspect of Hawks and Best Jeanist are like, yo, look, sorry for like eavesdropping. We heard everything you guys were talking about, but listen, we need to come here. We need to talk. And it's funny because Ray Todoroki's like, listen, I'm so sorry and stuff like that for what our son did. And Hawks is like, whoa, and he's back to using his little cell phone to start texting to tell off his voice and everything. And he's like, no, it's all right. It's just in the line of duty that we got to do and stuff like that. So this is when they start to talk to him about Best Jeanist, and Hawk start to talk to him about Dabi and stuff like that, and the fact that they came up with a plan. And we essentially, from Best Jeanist and Hawks, we get a rundown of everything that's been happening and stuff like that, and how much of the world has went to, or how much of Japan really essentially has went to shit. Essentially, they're talking about, yeah, the League of Villain Members, the Paranormal Liberation Front, the 7 high-end Nomus, or near high-end Nomus. We don't even know their location. So we're planning on having a team, a 3-hero team up, the top 3 heroes team up and stuff like that. And even Best Jeanist like, listen, I'm in on this because I literally I died for this dude Hawks, and I can trust him. So I think we should do this. Another interesting point too, was for Hawks listening on this discussion, was the fact that, he does ask how Shoto got the burn, his burn mark on his eye, and essentially Ray says like, that was me and stuff like that. And that's when Hawks kind of takes a little bit of time to reflect, and he's like, that's very interesting. After, Shoto Todoroki's parents essentially abused him and did all these rough things, his dad from what he did, and then now knowing, holy crap. Okay, Sorry for that. Sorry for that quick, little abrupt cut. What happened was my laptop actually freaking died on me. It was charged fully when I started the recording, and then it just died. So I guess I must have battery issues. But regardless, it's charging now. But anyways, as I was saying, Hawks is taking some time to reflect, and he's thinking about what Shoto did. He's like, so his dad abused him, and his mom gave him that scar, and he actually stayed. He didn't dip and leave and abandon them like how I abandoned them. So it seems like there could be maybe an open storyline after maybe when the entire My Hero Academia storyline is over. Maybe Hawks will find his parents. We don't know where his dad's at, and we don't know where his mom's at. Maybe he'll find his parents and try to reconnect with them and try to build a relationship with them where maybe, it can be a mutual trust. That would be like an interesting thing. So yeah, which again is pretty cool. Anyways, going back to the whole overworld thing as they're explaining to Endeavor, like, Shigarashi and his, allies have freed so many freaking people from these jails. Tataro's, all these other prisons, been taking down like over like 10,000 convicts are on the loose and everything. Heroes are freaking just quitting and retiring, and it's really bad out there, man, and stuff like that. It's getting crazy. And two, they even mentioned like, listen, even there's been word put out to see if we can try to get other heroes from other countries, like America, for example, and other countries around the world to get here. But the reason why they can't come here is because the Hero Safety Commission can't file the damn paperwork to make it go through, so we can get those assistant heroes to come over here and help us. Which again, I feel like, see, my stance on this is first things first. I guarantee you, if on the world news, if people are reporting that Japan has gone to shit, I think these other countries would be smart enough to say, you know what? Let's send some hero reinforcements and let's go help out Japan. I don't really see why they need a Hero Safety Commission to do it. Now, maybe it's because hero laws or something like that, but I'm just saying, if all the other countries around the My Hero Academia world are seeing this stuff on the news, like breaking news, Japan essentially out siege and an outbreak of villain cry, and stuff like that, you would think other countries would be like, we need to help out Japan. Let's send some of our heroes, some of our best heroes, over there to try to take out some of the freaking villains and get some more stability in that country. That's personally how I believe. I don't think they should need a hero commission to be able to send heroes there, because if I feel like everybody around the world should be getting the same news as Japan's getting. You would think, okay, how about this? Let's just send these heroes on our own volition, fly them out to Japan, and then they can try to go help the Japan heroes get this whole villain stuff under control and stuff like that. Again, we only see silhouettes here of some heroes. Now, we don't know if they're going to be heroes that are going to show up later in the story. Going to be very interesting. And funny enough, one of them does look like fucking Whitebeard from One Piece, which is very interesting. But again, maybe these are heroes in the silhouette image that we might see in the future and stuff like that. And so after that, Hawks makes mention, he's like, listen, the only thing we have to do is fight. We got to win we got to get our country back, man. And stuff like that. And Hawks even tells him, like, listen, it's your only option to do as well. And that's when, Hawks says, I propose a 3-man team up between us 3. We work together to try to get, control. And, Endeavor agrees to this. Now, Natsu essentially says, yeah, look, but this is only till we stop, Toya. Got it? And Endeavor's like, yes, trust me. Now, the most interesting point about this chapter that is brought up, other than potential heroes coming to Japan from other countries to help, is the fact that it seems like, one, most My Hero Academia fans have speculated when this would happen. When would other people learn about One for All? And the thing is, I'm not trying to say the secret is out, but Hawks brings up a mention to Endeavor like, yeah, one more thing I gotta ask you about. What is this one for all business that I heard about? And stuff like that. And he's like, what is it exactly? And that's when Fuyumi, she recalls when she's going through the crowd, essentially the news crowd to get into the hospital, she heard somebody speaking, like, what does one for all mean? And stuff like that. Is it related to the supervillain All for One? Which again, it's like, uh-oh. You would think this would be only confined to maybe the heroes, but now the public has heard the meaning of one for all. This definitely is going to this whole plot line, now that one for all is now being brought into the public eye, it is definitely now changing the game. Because now, when they find, if the public finds out who currently holds the quirk of one for all, Deku is gonna have some expectations that are humongous now, and the public is gonna look at this kid and be like, this guy is gonna be our savior? This kid is gonna be our savior? And which again, could also be like, make other civilians and stuff lose, faith in the heroes. They'd be like, you really entrusted a very powerful quirk from All Might to a kid? Really? That's what they're gonna be like. They're gonna be like, you really gave, they're gonna be like, All Might really gave his power up to a kid. And now this kid is going to save us? Wow, that's just great. Which again, can be in the whole, civilians are starting to have more distrust in heroes. Now they can even more distrust, because they're like, so you entrusted us, essentially, our future to a damn boy, essentially. So, I think that's pretty cool. And that could be a plot point set up too. So what Endeavor does, he's like, he remembers, from the part in the war arc when, Shigarashi said one for all in their fight, and Deku's like, listen, let Shigarashi follow me because he's after me specifically. And stuff like that. And that's when Endeavor is like, Deku. So what we see in the last few pages of the chapter, we see that Bakugo is still like crazy, like, damn it, Deku, you better get up, he's morally now freaking tied up thanks to Sue's tongue, as well as the fact that that the other, 1A students are trying to take him back to his room and stuff like that. Ida's happy that, his wounds aren't that bad as it seemed, or that bad as what it looked like and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, Jiro, she tells Ida that Tokoyami and Kaminari are cleared for release, and she even asks, like, yo, is his body okay, at least? But again, we know what the condition Deku's in. And Ochaku essentially saying that's what they say, and she essentially says that she's worried. We also see Ochako here. She's good. She's good. Seems like she's 100% fine. So that's good to see. That's good to see. Now, again, obviously, that's when Ida's like, okay, Hawks and okay. Sorry for that. Again, that abrupt cut. My thing is having all sorts of freaking issues going on. Anyways, as I was saying earlier, like I said, we see Best Genius and Hawks show up to talk to Ida, and essentially, Hawks tells Ida, like, listen, can we speak with Izuku Midoriya? And essentially, Ida replies by saying, listen, actually, All Might asked to be alone with him right now. And the manga chapter ends off, and again, a pretty fucking anticlimactic way. I'm like, bruh, come on, dude. I just need to see what's going on with Deku. That's all. I liked all this other background information, but I need to see what's going on with Deku. And we cut off the chapter. Hawks is intrigued to say that All Might's in there, huh? And All Might essentially says, I feel it. The version of me dwelling inside the boy, inside one for all. right now he must be talking with his predecessors. And you can essentially see, you know, it looks like, from what it looks like, All For One kind of lighting up within his body. Which we all figured, you know, what was good, that was definitely happening. The fact that he's more than likely talking to the other users of One For All. And yeah, so next chapter is going to be next week on Sunday. I thought we were going to get a break. I'm still like, when are we getting a freaking when are we getting a break? But technically, but hopefully good, we're not getting a break yet. And I'm like, oh, then I feel like next week we're going to get the break. Honestly, which I hope doesn't happen, because I like getting to the end of the chapter. Then, you know, when I see, oh, this date, and then I go to my calendar on my phone and I say, oh, it's a week. You know, it comes out next Sunday. So next Sunday will be next Sunday will be the return, I'm guessing, of the Deku storyline, and I'm guessing we're gonna have the inner One For All monologue where he's talking to the other users of One For All, the Vestiges, and maybe they're gonna tell him, listen, dude, now it's time to step your game up because we're in the end game. So yeah, now the secret's definitely out. Well, it's not out completely, but I think when Deku finally reawakens, and especially now that All Might's in there too, I think that's when him and All Might are gonna have to be like, listen, the public can't know, but for the benefit of you guys, you know, you guys are gonna know. And I think that's when the rest of Class 1A, well, maybe some members of Class 1A, are going to find out about Deku, gonna find out that he was originally a quirkless boy. All Might gave him his powers, and yeah, so now it seems like the One For All secret is gonna potentially be a secret, but amongst a more numerous cause of heroes and more number cause of heroes. Hawks, Best Jeanist, Endeavor are definitely going to probably be the next people to learn. Some members of Class 1A other than Bakugo are going to probably more than likely know, and stuff like that. Unless they're going to have a whole discussion with the entire class by saying, listen, Deku is essentially going to have to save the world. So you guys have to do your best job to support him in his effort and stuff like that. Again, now we've always speculated there will be a time and point of this story where the secret would eventually come out, where people will be like, One For All, what the hell is that? Now, we know Hawks is the type of character that is intrigued by anything. So I feel like eventually, you know, whenever Deku reawakens, he's gonna walk in there and he's gonna be like, listen, we need to know the facts here. What the hell is One For All? What connections does this thing have, and what the heck? And then I feel that's when Hawks is gonna get the rundown, what this is and what this is all about. And maybe some of the other students who are in there looking after Deku, mostly probably, I would only say the only other students that could probably know Deku's One For All secret is probably definitely be Ochako and Ida, since they're two of his best friends and stuff like that. And I envision that they're also going to say that, you know, Bakugo knows. I also feel too, if that's the case, Endeavor should know alongside Shoto should know as well that he has One For All too. I think it's about time, you know, that Shoto should know the secret about Deku and why he's so strong, because we do remember from season 2 of My Hero Academia, you know, he was very intrigued, and he did make a mention. He's like, what are you, All Might's secret love child? So I feel like Shoto should know about One For All as well as alongside his father, since it's going to be like a joint operation thing here. I feel like it's going to be these heroes along with some other leftover heroes, creating some sort of joint front to go against the villains along with the heroes of Class 1A. And I feel like what's going to happen is some of the heroes like Endeavor, Best Jeanist, and Hawks, they might take some time to train the Class A1 students, and whatever students who want to still be heroes and try to save Japan, and try to do it that way. I feel like that's what we're going to be going. But the story is definitely getting spicy with now that the secret apparently is out. Yeah, other than that, guys, that's all I got to say for this manga chapter review. Again, sorry for the abrupt cuts, but that's kind of it. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.